Hi everyone, I'm Kathy. I am a carnivore and I just want to tell everybody about it, so I am vlogging. Anyway, today's video I wanted to go over just one of my symptoms that I've had. Now, I've been a carnivore now for over a month, so I think we're on week 7 or something like that. I'm pretty far in. I've been pretty strict about staying carnivore. Originally, I was still drinking coffee with cream and sugar in it, and that I removed, and I did a video on that, I'm pretty sure. So if you want to watch about that, that ended up being really good for me, finally removing that sugar. Well, what I did was I started doing the heavy whipping cream in the coffee. It was almost good enough, so I continued it. I tend to have 1 or 2 cups a day. Sometimes I will do a third if I'm really tired, which I haven't needed all that much, but I was having some more tired days. And so like last Friday, so it's Tuesday, so last Friday I did add something in. I added sour cream. I was using that when I was eating my meat. Now I also tend to put cream cheese into my eggs in the morning when I have them. It's the only time I eat it, but it's there. So again, we're still kind of looking at dairy. Now I did not get a lot of sleep, as much sleep as I normally do Friday night. So Saturday I was tired. I ended up drinking 3 cups of coffee. I had my normal eggs and cream cheese, but then I started having my reflux symptoms. Now I do take an acid reducer in the morning still. I haven't stopped doing that, but this was breaking through that. It was like, I was like, are you kidding me? I then ended up taking more in the evening, more medicine in the evening to stop it. Now, since then, I've kind of been having some breakouts on some days. Probably not as bad as on Saturday, but like middle of the day, I'll be feeling something, and it doesn't. Sometimes when I get the initial symptoms of the acid reflux, I almost just feel hungry. It's this weird hollowed out feeling. I'm probably the only one in the world that describes it like that. I don't know, but you know, back when I would eat anything, when I was younger, the one thing that would set that off would actually be fast food. So Burger King or McDonald's were my 2 standbys, you know. But they started causing it, and then it just became like I needed to take omeprazole. Oh, I didn't mean to say names of drugs or anything. Take my acid reducer every day, and that was fine. That actually took care of things. So now, since I've switched and taken so much out of my diet, I'm like, well, I still have it, and so it's like, what's going on? My next step. Oh, there's a third thing in this last week, and I don't know if it started on Friday. I don't think so. It may have been Sunday. I started using MCT oil, which I know is not carnivore. But it was something that came into the house, and I was like, no, I've had it before. Didn't seem to bother me. It's a nice little, you know, fatty acid supplement. So I was adding it to my coffee. Not a lot, like half a teaspoon. But I do wonder if that's causing my symptoms to be getting so severe in the last 2-3 days. And I'm really worried it's the coffee. I don't actually like the taste of coffee. You know, when I put the heavy cream in there, I do a lot better. Excuse me. And so is it dairy that's causing it? I don't have a lot of other options besides the meat itself, which I'm really hoping that isn't the case. So this coming month, February, so that starts tomorrow, me and a friend are doing the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for a month. Now, that means I'm going to do my best to pull out coffee as well. I think I'm going to just do it no matter what, because I also want to take out dairy out of, except for the eggs and butter, obviously, but anything milk product related. So that'll come out. And we'll see how it goes. You know, figure out what it is, because I've cut so much out. This is just going to make things easier. And so, oh, I'm sorry, the camera shook. Okay, there I am. The second thing I wanted to talk about is about some meat I recently got. I have kind of been trying to find a place to kind of go bulk, you know, with it, see if any of these companies work. Well, I'd gotten one boxed meat company, and the meats were actually really bad. It was like they had thawed out and then refrozen. They just tasted bad. Like the one that I kind of choked down, the fat tasted worse than the meat. And you know, we carnivores love the fat on the meat. And it was just so sad. I actually had to throw stuff out. So I've been shopping, you know, around different stores, whatnot. But this other thing popped up. Another box, one I hadn't heard of. And they were actually like, they had like a freezer truck stationed at a Tractor Supply, and it was just like a drive-through. And so me and my friend decided to go and check it out. And of course the guy was a fast talker, and he had, you know, really sweet deal. Like the amount of meat we ended up getting, like 2 boxes practically for the price of one. It was almost like a BOGO, at least in his eye. You know, in reality, it is, you know, is that just to get us on board, and then when you go to buy it online, it just costs so much more. You also get a whole free container of ribeyes. Now the ribeyes are only about 5 ounces. They're pretty small, but hey, you get a free box of them. I'll go for it. I should have paused and done my due diligence, because all of this meat has been kind of, they do that whole flash freezing thing, but they put it in a water solution that has onion and garlic and sugar. And I'm like, I bought all this meat, I spent so much money, and I missed this? Like, I couldn't believe it. I'm so upset. So my friend and I are unofficially doing this beef, butter, bacon, and eggs with this meat. So unfortunately, I may be getting a small amount of sugar during this time, and I hope I don't have problems with the onion and garlic. I'd had some treats recently, carnivore treats, that I almost choked to death on, and I had a lot of burning sensation in my mouth, and my understanding was there was onion and garlic in it. So I don't know. There's a small chance that I've just wasted a large chunk of money on this meat. And what are you gonna do? If I'm having reactions to it, or I start getting sugar cravings again, I'm just, if my friend is taking it and seems fine, she can eat it all. She'll be set for months, because she's not a big eater. But I'll have to just go back to, you know, buying fresh at the store, and that's fine. We're kind of doing two or three different places around town that, you know, looking for the best prices and stuff like that. So guys, do your due diligence. There's, you know, a lot you gotta look at. You really gotta read the fine print. So anyway, that's my update on my acid reflux situation, which I'm hoping to narrow down. Although, and then the February, I don't want to call it a challenge, just our February way of eating, with only beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, plus the spices and sugar that are in it. I don't even know if I'll figure out my GERD now because of those extra spices in there. You know, will they be a problem or not? We'll see. Anyway, that is all I have, and I hope everyone else is doing well. If you have GERD or acid reflux symptoms, maybe you can tell me in the comments what sets you off. What is the problem, you know, that creates that situation. I hope you guys have liked the video and that I have ultimately earned your subscription. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.